Stu and I are the 4th generation here on Rotapai, and it's really good. We're really lucky. We love the land, and Stu's a really good farmer. And we've got 2 children, Isla and Edward. We've got about 1,350 Jersey cows, and I rear 370 Jersey calves, and I have about 120 Jersey bulls I rear, and then the rest are bobbies. Calf rearing is great for women, and it gets them involved in the farm also, and it's really been really nice to work with Stu on the farm, and most of the time, and we've grown together with it, and it's a real nurturing job, and women are really good at that. And it's a specific job, and it takes up a lot of time, and you have to be very patient with the calves, and I really enjoy it too. I love the animals. When we first came across scours, it was terrible, it was devastating, and it happened just really quickly, and the calves would come in healthy and they would be happy, and then after several days they would stop drinking, and they'd be off their milk, and then they would get the scours, and then sometimes I'd come in and they'd be dead, and it was heartbreaking, and so I put them into separate sick pens, and I gave them electrolytes, and I went through tubs of Virkon, and I went to the vet and discussed it with him, and so we got blood samples, and it came back as rotavirus, and so it was horrendous, it was horrible, and I really would rather forget my last season, my last calf rearing season, when I had this, because it was so miserable. So if the scours are affecting your whole herd, and it's really, your calves aren't doing well, I would definitely inoculate, no doubt about it. You'll know yourself, the calf rearer who's trying to look after these sick calves, it's just horrendous, and once you've inoculated, it's amazing. You won't look back, and if you keep your routine going and your cleanliness, you'll have happy, healthy, strong calves. I didn't have to persuade Stu to inoculate. He was very happy to do it. We both discussed it together, and as a family, as a team, and we both haven't looked back, and we would 100% inoculate every year. It's been the best decision. And they get the pooled colostrum, which is very important to have when they're 24 hours old. So they have the pooled colostrum, and they get 2 litres of this. And then for the next 12 days, or however long they're with me in the shed, because I get filled up pretty quickly, because I'll be getting 20 calves in a day, or we'll be up to 40 soon. And I'm teaching them all by myself by hand. So yeah, say it's 12 days in the shed, they're still getting that 1 to 4 day old colostrum from my mother, because I have a direct link through to Stu's shed, which is getting the fresh pooled colostrum to them. And the first day old colostrum will go to my first day old calves, and my second day old, 2 day olds. So as well as vaccinating, I had a very high standard of cleanliness, and I would iodine the calves as soon as they came in, and also the boys would do the iodine when they picked them up from the paddocks, and we would make sure we sprayed the trailers and cleaned the trailers daily when that the calves hopped into, and then they would come into my clean fresh pens, and I would spray nearly every 2 to 3 days, and those pens with Virkon, the whole shed. And I was generally the only one in the shed, so it was my boots, so I knew they were pretty clean and where they'd been. I'd also clean the feeders after every feeding and use disinfectant and very hot water. I also give them a probiotic to help their rumen, to develop their rumen, and they get this throughout their stay with me until they go into the paddocks. And the sooner you can get them out into the sheltered, fresh paddocks, the better.